Hey, what is up, gamers? Gamergal here, and welcome back to The Boss. Okay, so we are now in the Stanley Parable. Oh boy, this is gonna be an interesting one. Who keeps piles of boxes, honestly? I like boxes. That's okay, that's new. Well, okay.
I was going to refer to you as not Stanley and the Three Bears, but in the efforts to avoid confusion, I think we shall rename you all. We have not Stanley, Stanley Jr., Mariella, and you. I think you should be called Finn. You rather look like a Finn to me.
Stanley Jr.? Not a word! Cute. Doors. Do you smell anything coming out of this room, or is it just me? It smells like Chinese food. It smells more like Vietnamese food to me. How can you tell the difference based on the smell? Billy, that's racist. How is it racist? They have similar cuisine. I'm just messing with you. You're really making me question the decisions I've made in life. This music is pleasing though. I combine pleasing and pleasant. Okay, I can't interact with that door. Neum. It's locked. Why would they lock the door? I don't know, Cliff. Maybe because they don't want 4 total strangers walking in on them? That's not really specific motive. Jack, why? Just why? Because cookies are delicious. That just about sums it up. You're really weird. Like content provider, like subscriber. There's a little sign on the door. Looks like a legally binding contract. Weird. By entering this room, you agree to blah blah blah. Wait, what? Waive all rights to photographs taken of you in this room with or without your knowledge or permission. Oh, so it's basically like going to a convention. Even the hippopotamus clause. What happens at PAX stays at PAX. I've got to go to some of these conventions. Dude, I felt that. Boss is nothing. Stop it with that. This is referring to the hacker on your computer or the bosses of this company? Wait, if it's the same person, what if it's the same person? What if it's a mob boss? What if he's set the Irish mafia on you? I'm pretty sure there's no such thing as the Irish mafia. Oh, there is, but it got banished to another computer. Okay. Nothing. No. Oh, wait. Whoops. Whoops. What did I do? What did I do? Escape. Back. Back. Wait, what did I do? Oh no! Wait. Why isn't my escape key working? Oh, shoot. Back. 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 Oh no. Oh no. What did I do? What did I do? What did I press? Ah, wait. Wait. Oh. I pressed 0. That was scary. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. Technical difficulties there. I accidentally pressed the 0 on my keyboard. What the heck? A door. As doors go, this one is adorable. Why do you enjoy tormenting me so? Don't be so selfish, Billy. Anyone who's played Happy Wheels enjoys tormenting you. I mean, you're not wrong. God. Yeah, it was scary too, because, like, I pressed 0 and I was like, wait, what button did I press? Like, I was pressing buttons at the same time. Jeez. This door is made out of balsa wood. I could probably punch right through it, but it's locked for a reason, so I won't. What's your deal with locked doors? Well, in horror games, locked doors usually hide, well, horrors. Oh yeah, because the Stanley Parable is one of the great horror games of our generation. It's eerily quiet in there. I guess whatever's in there is dormant. Why must you hurt me in this way? Because hurting you in other ways would cause your game to be unplayably corrupted. Come on, Bailey, that's common knowledge. Read the Law of Death Permanence sometime. I told you all that! Jack, I think you're raising his digital blood pressure. Good, his blood will splatter farther. Hey, Jack, it's you. Why is it me? Because you're a dork. Okay, well, I'm not good with coming up with this stuff on the fly. It's okay, Billy. In these sorts of things, patience is key. Ugh!
When faced with the impossibly grandiose decision of which way to go, not Stanley chose the red door on the left.
So which way should we go, red or blue? I feel like this is a test of our personalities. You know, come to think of it, even though I just went through a death-defying situation with all of you, I don't feel like I really know you all that well. Well, to be honest, we haven't really had any spare time to talk either. It's just kind of been from one thing to another. We should change that. Well, first we should probably pick a door. I remember on game theory that psychologically the color red is associated with competition and action, whereas blue would be more associated with intuition and puzzles. So we're either going to be shot to death or be destroyed in a game of chess. I think it has something more to do with personalities. You know what? Never mind. Wouldn't it make more sense for this to be about obeying versus disobeying since the narrator specifically told us to go through the red door? Wouldn't it be more of a challenge not to go through the red door? Maybe he should have told us to go through the blue. But it's so simple. All I have to do is divine from what I know of the narrator. Is he the sort of man who would put the bad ending behind the door he endorses or the door that he doesn't? Now, a clever man would put the ending behind the door he doesn't endorse because he would know that only a great fool would do what they were told by a disembodied narrator. We are not great fools, so we clearly cannot choose to go through the blue door, but he must have known we were not great fools, which would have counted on it, so we can clearly not choose the red door. So it's still 50-50 either way. I guess we could flip a coin. Let's just pick one at random. You know what? I'm gonna go with the blue one, the more calm one. Oh, okay. I thought I stopped for some reason. Or the game made me stop for some reason.
And so Not Stanley arrived at the Not Meeting Room Employee Lounge, complete with ugly blue carpet and broken soda machine. I paid $2.50. I was just trying to get a Coke! Sharon, how did you get a Coke? This machine was broken! What do you mean use a credit card? Not in this country, Sharon!
It's official. He's cracked. Oh, poor narrator. Anyone here got a credit card? Ask Sharon. Oh! This looks strangely similar to home.
Not Stanley triumphantly blundered into his boss's office to find that no one was there. Now he could play with his boss's secret keypad, but he'd never know that the combination was 7326. Oh, Not Stanley.
The boss's office looks really different than it did in the original game. I guess whoever was in here last did some interior decorating. Yeah, it looks different than last time I was here too. I wonder if it merged with something. Like what? It kind of looks like the recording room. Yeah, it does. Oh well, maybe it happened when the apartment came here. Maybe it did. Weird. 7326. Got it. Oh, wait. 7326. I should probably interact with it. I probably should have interacted with the room more, but I didn't want to forget the code. I have a bad memory. Is anyone wondering if there's something kind of weird going on? No, of course not. Everyone gets sucked into the computer at least once. It's practically mundane. I met with the narrator. Well, he doesn't really sound like the narrator from my copy of the game. Mine either. Maybe it's an imposter. Okay, do we really need to start coming up with conspiracy theories? I'm just saying he's acting kind of weird. I guess I'm mostly concerned with why the boss's office looks so much like yours. Yeah, that is weird. I wonder if it has something to do with this boss guy who's preventing me from getting us all back. Oh, I got it. Maybe it's you. I'm pretty sure I remember sabotaging myself. No, hear me out. Okay, so maybe you're gonna end up in Oxenfree, right? And you'll bang your head and go evil and then go back in time to sabotage your past self. And we all just evaporate? Okay, but that's just a theory. A game theory. Aw. Thanks for sharing. Aw. I love you, Cliff. He's the best. He's the funny pun man with the Jacksepticeye hoodie merch.
And finally, Not Stanley found himself in a truly terrifying and chilling place. A cavernous chamber, filled to the brim with television monitors, upon which bearing the numbers of all the employees, and Not Stanley being one of them. He was shocked, not slightly embarrassed, but altogether the mysteries were beginning to build and compound to one satisfying and grandiose conclusion.
Why'd we stop here? I don't know, maybe to press buttons. Do you do everything without thinking it through first? No, I think a lot of things through, very seriously, like naming you Billy. You did that off the cuff. Well, what else do you think we need to do in this room? Actually, I think Jack might be right. Might as well press those buttons and see what happens. Well then. One of the things just fired. Weird. This is doing absolutely nothing. Do I need to press them in a certain order? It's not beeping when I press that. Coin I found. Strange. Well, where to next? Back to the elevator, I guess. I think I saw a hidden button there that we might have activated. Who knows? So is anyone hungry? No, not really. Exactly, it's so weird not to get hungry anymore. Is that why you've been talking about food this entire time? Don't think I haven't noticed. I'm just trying to remember a time where I had the comforts of eating delicious food, like cookies and cakes and chips. Sounds like my kind of meal. Huh. Now I miss being hungry. Why did you have to bring it up, Cliff? I was happy not noticing. Aw. I wonder what's over that way. Last time I saw one of these, there was definitely a good reason for it being blocked off. But that just gives us more incentive. Jesus Christ, I couldn't read that for some reason, to find out what's out there. I don't think running into danger is the best idea. Maybe it'll open up later on. Why is Jenny smarter than everyone here? Oh, gosh, I wouldn't say that. Don't put yourself down, Jenny. I'm glad you're a part of Pacifici. Oh, thanks, Jack. So, if we're done being all sweet and friendly, can we get back to the story? Alright, fine. Mind control facility.
The mind control facility was too horrible for Not Stanley to comprehend. Had he really been controlled this entire time? All his thoughts, his actions?
Okay. Can't interact with these. Or these. Or that. Can't interact with any of this. I guess... Do I have to press the switches in a certain order? That doesn't do nothing. Strange. Can't do anything with that yet. Mind controls idle waiting input. On?
Not Stanley didn't have to worry about the on button because it was broken.
Oh. Off?
And he did it.
Oh.
Somehow, against all possible odds and expectations, Not Stanley had freed everyone. It was a joyous, exuberant, classical example of a hero done well. Everyone would be free. No one would be told what to do, or what to think, or where to go. No one would have to pretend to be a narrator after being fired unfairly for something they didn't even do. And our hero, Not Stanley, bravely and proudly basking in the glow of whatever he did that freed everyone. Well, he knew where he was going.
Seems too easy.
He was off on another bright adventure. What new mysteries of joy and wonder would await him beyond that glowing door?
There was different text, so I thought he wasn't going to talk. But, you know. Yeah, Bray is right. That was ouch.
No, come on. That was a beautiful story. I don't want to have to do it again for Not Stanley, who won't appreciate it. Why can't I get someone who appreciates my stories? Now we have to do it all over again. And it won't even be the same story because you just got to pick something else. Oh, what will the narrator say? It'll be so angry now. Let's go in the other door. Let's push something else. Let's lock ourselves in a closet. What will he say? What will he do?
You good, man?
Curious as to what happened, Not Stanley left his office.
Oh no, dude tried to contain all that excitement. Let's just save again, just in case. I'm assuming everything's gonna be the same, so I'm not gonna bother interacting with any of these doors. Did I ever explore here? Well, I can't, so... Zoom past... Is this gonna be like PT where I have to do something different?
Stanley and his co-workers.
Nope.
Wait a minute. No, this really can't be right. I mean, I know we're going off the cuff as it is, what with the renewed stage after the Freedom ending, but we really cannot go anywhere if those doors aren't open. I'm going to have to look into this. Hold on.
Oh, good. More test subjects.
What's that? Who are you?
No need to play dumb, Employee 207. They ought to know what you've been up to this entire time.
But I'm the narrator!
That wasn't even a nice try. You don't sound anything like the narrator. More like a sound-alike who's auditioning for Saturday Night Live.
Come on now, that was uncalled for.
But I really must thank you. You've brought me more test subjects, like I've asked for. So I suppose you're actually good at something. You might want to introduce yourself, though. Seeing as you're going to be working with them more, it's best for them to get to know the real you.
Yeah, you know what, she's right. I'm not actually the narrator. Surprise.
Shocking, I know.
And you're not actually getting out of here. GLaDOS and I have teamed up to find and test subjects for the future of Aperture Science.
GLaDOS, I knew it. It's Portal!
Or the present. Seeing as we currently have no one to run through these tests, we're not too picky. Despite your obvious lack of intelligence, we are required to use what we have. So congratulations. You're all at the top of your group. By default.
She really needs to work on her motivational speeches.
Anyway, I don't think we should spend too long out here. While there is no discernible passage of time here in the digital world, we do need to get a move on. The average human lifespan is a pathetically short 70 years or so. Even shorter in Billy's case.
Well, I mean, he does respawn, so I would think that actually makes his lifespan a lot longer.
Oh, I like her. She shows potential. Actual potential. Not the kind that leaves you high and dry, having been overrun by a wave of disappointment. That being the case, I have exactly the teams that we need. We only have 2 functional tests at the moment, but I see now how to divide you up perfectly.
Wait a minute, hold on. Oh. The boss is never? Boss is loading. Is it you? Did you just separate us using a loading screen? Rude.
I suppose we could record how long it takes you to go insane listening to this song, but that would be needlessly cruel. It would be more humane to throw you in the incinerator just outside the door.
I've never tested anyone before. This should be fun.
Okay, who even are you? I've never seen an Employee 207 in any of my games as far as I can remember.
You have seen me. But I guess you don't remember. Hey, you've killed me, though.
Wait a minute, I've killed you? Then what game are you from?
I guess it's kind of hard to remember someone who's just one in a crowd. Party hard? All I was doing was partying innocently, and then you murdered me. Or at least, you did when you finally noticed me.
Okay, I'm sorry about that, but I mean, that is kind of the point of the game.
Yeah, it is. And yes, I know I'm supposed to die. It's a small roll, but it's something. And all I wanted was for my roll to go off without a hitch. But you almost didn't notice me in the tutorial level. It's a small roll that I wanted to do right, and you almost messed it up.
So you're taking all this out on me because I almost didn't kill you?
Well, not fulfilling your game role, or at least having a near useless experience, was kind of a blow to me, you know? I ended up leaving my game to find one where I'd be more appreciated.
That sounds like going turbo.
Who? Never mind, I guess it doesn't matter.
Oh my god.
Point is, I went to work for Aperture Science, met a man named Stanley, boring guy. Long story short, I got fired for something I didn't even do. But I managed to lure the narrator away with a cookie and took over his recording booth, so there's that at least.
Wait, you lured the narrator with a cookie?
Never underestimate the power of baked goods around video game characters, Jack.
Yes, well, as exciting as all this exposition and reveal is, I'm sure you're going to want to get to the test. This room wasn't designed to last, you know.
Wait, what?
Oh, I'm sorry. I suppose where you come from, most rooms are permanent. This particular room was designed to be disposable, left standing only for about 30 minutes after its creation. We at Aperture figured that with the amount of test subjects we were going through, sanitation was an issue. It was more cost-effective to create and destroy holding chambers when necessary, instead of sanitizing the old ones.
Did I ever push buttons for that?
Perhaps.
So Stanley worked for Aperture? Ooh boy, that explains a lot.
Anyway, seeing as this room was created about 29 minutes ago, you should probably head through the portal.
Okay, let me just save first, though.
Welcome to the Friction Inhibition Gel Test, or the FIG test, as some presumed clever scientists have called it.
Let me guess, lots of fruit puns came out of that, right? That's too easy. Those jokes are all low-hanging fruit.
Cliff Smedley, I will be sure to make a note in your file.
Oh boy, what did he do wrong? Are jokes not allowed?
Oh, you aren't in trouble. I was just going to note that you believed you were clever. It's honestly kind of charming whenever the test subjects assume that they have the necessary wit to complete the tests. But we'll see how well that wit serves you here. The cube you are pushing around is the Aperture Science Weighted Companion Cube. This cube has been coated with the complementary FIG agent, hence why you two won't slide on the floor, and will accompany you on your journey through this puzzle, serving as your beloved and faithful companion. See to it that you do not break its fragile, cute heart.
I wasn't planning to, but okay. No, Jack, you see, this is how they get you. She's trying to emotionally manipulate you into believing that, so you'll feel exactly the way she wants you during this test.
By the way, I should inform you that due to emotional complications, the Aperture Science Weighted Companion Cube cannot come in contact with the Glacier White testing surface squares. It has also updated its online status, and it says that you are now officially its best friends.
Don't let her manipulate you, Jack. I will be your beloved and faithful companion through this test. Platonically, my heart belongs to Taryn. Aw, is that your girlfriend? Aw, your girlfriend? Yeah. Well, that's kind of a strong word. She's a girl, and she's my friend. I really like her, but she's not my girlfriend. I see. Well, maybe someday.
Provided she hasn't overlooked him for another handsome specimen. Then again, I'm honestly surprised that anyone would find either of you two viable candidates for coupleship.
Sorry, my alarm. How dare you? I'm going to ignore that. Yep, just gonna ignore that. Okay.
A reset? Well, just remember that in life, there are no such things as resets. We here at Aperture Science are a little more forgiving.
Wait, didn't you hear that the one employee got...
We don't talk about Dave. He was a special case.
Oh. Well, I'm going to head off and see how the others are doing.
Hey, wait, Annie's gone. I hope Jenny and Billy are alright. So that's what that does. Okay, so it can't... So it slides, and it can't come into contact with the white squares. Oh. But it just did? I guess that's what makes it stop. Or maybe it means these? I don't know. Okay, bet. So, okay. Well, I guess when she said it can't come into contact, it just means that it stops it. Did I just back myself into a corner? No. I can do this. Oh, it doesn't go over the white squares, but I do. Okay, easy.
Congratulations. It seems you defied the odds and completed this puzzle. Your audience of one was on the edge of his seat the entire time.
What's that?
Listen, you can even hear his voice trembling from the adrenaline.
I thought he left.
Oh, no, I was just running. I had to check up on the others since you're over here.
Oh, okay.
He's delirious with happiness for you.
Okay, now what?
Push the button nearest the door, and you may leave. Though leaving comes at the price of sacrificing one of your party members.
Say what?
She means push the button and drop the cube into the incinerator.
I would say that terseness and elegance were never so delicately woven together as in your statement just now. But they weren't. And it's not nice to lie.
Hey.
But he is right. In order to continue, you will need to sacrifice the Aperture Science Weighted Companion Cube.
Done and done. Let's just... Cliff? After everything you've done for us, little cube, I'm going to really miss you. Please don't hold this against us. Nope, I was reading that right. Cliff, you just said earlier, this is her manipulating how we feel. What? Oh, right. Whoops.
You two really are morons, aren't you?
Call us what you like. Alright, goodbye, Cube. You still finish your puzzle.
Irrefutably so. Well then, proceed to the next room. I'll be with you shortly, seeing as the other team may be about to finish their puzzle.
What happens after that?
More testing. Try not to let the newness and excitement wear off just yet. It makes the years more bearable.
Years? Okay. We're gonna play as Jenny and Billy now? Yep, earlier. I'm not seeing a way out, and that's our first priority now. I know, but Jack and Cliff, I'm really worried about them. I am too, but you'd think they'd be a little more resilient. I mean, do we have to go find those two jokers? Really? And why do we keep getting separated? Are you really that disappointed to be stuck with me? Are you kidding? Out of everyone I could have been stuck with, it was you, the least annoying person. Thanks? In all honesty, it really is a relief.
Ah, you're awake. Time to do some testing, I suppose. Unless you would like to call out sick. I would not recommend this. However, in the event that you do forfeit on account of illness, we have a pharmaceutical test we are running. So far, the known side effects have included but are not limited to muscular pain and weakness, headache, loss of vision, loss of hearing, loss of vision and hearing, minor internal bleeding, major internal hemorrhaging, growth of a third nostril, palpitations, constipation, aneurysms, Ebola, swine flu, Ebola and swine flu, and in 43% of the cases, instantaneous yet painless death. Any volunteers?
Jesus Christ. I could name a handful of things on that list that I've experienced before. Pass.
Good. Then I think you'll like what I have in store for you just outside that portal. Why don't you take a look?
Okay, save.
Admittedly, these turrets are older models, so they are only capable of sight in a straight line in front of them. They're kind of stupid that way, but with the cuts to funding, we've been digging through the old warehouses. At least the bullets are every bit as lethal. I hope they never change.
Lethal? Don't worry, I think Player Agency has us both covered here. Player Agency? It'd take a while to explain without the rulebook. Just know that you're safe from ultimately dying here. Okay.
I have to go supervise the other test subjects. Their vitals indicate that they appear to be waking up and will need someone to conduct their side of the experiments. Employee 207 will be over shortly. He's such a useful tool.
Tool? That sounds ominous.
Does it? I suppose I'm just happy to have so many test subjects again. It makes me feel a little more pleasant inside. Anyway, I'll be back once you finish the test.
A little more pleasant? I'd like to see the scale for that. Did anything about that strike you as odd, Billy? All of it. I mean, it sounded like there were more test subjects other than... more test subjects than us. Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. You don't suppose she has other subscribers, do you? I don't think so. Aside from you and Cliff, I think everyone else who got uploaded was accounted for. Well, that's a relief. You must have amazing connections here in Wireland to know something like that. I don't know how you all do it. Yeah, we're amazing like that. Let's just get these things turned off and get back to the others.
Hello?
Okay, so just don't touch them, then. This is easy.
I'm on fire.
Oh, poor thing.
Goodbye.
Glad I was talking about more test subjects is still bothering me. I don't know who it could be, though. She's crafty, I'll give her that, so it could be any number of people. Heck, it could even be other game characters. Who else fits the description, though?
Sorry I'm late. Got a little lost with the cameras. I knew Amateur was big, but man, it's a lot of cameras.
Then again, Jenny, I think our short list just got shorter.
What was that?
Nothing. We'll tell you later.
Oh. Okay, well, don't wait for too long. Got me all curious now.
Okay, you win. Nap time.
Nap time.
It burns.
On the subject of things still bothering me, the subscribers again? No, it's actually about Jack. Jack? What about Jack? Well, it could just be my imagination, but something strikes me as weird about him. Weird? Well, Jack's usually weird, but weird how exactly? I don't know, he's just... I mean, he doesn't feel like Jack. Well, I mean, when you put it that way...
You're still standing there?
Could you come over
Just
here?
push the button. Can we get a move on? I know GLaDOS likes to rub people's lifespans in their faces to say that they have all that time to complete the tests, but I'd really like to do some other stuff with my time if you don't mind.
Okay, then.
Who's there? Not good. Critical error. Ow, 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 ow. Shutting down.
So, sir, how did you get started working with GLaDOS?
You're honestly curious about that?
Yes, I find characters' backstories to be fascinating, especially when there's a lot of very detailed lore.
Are you
Oh.
still there?
Sucks. Actually, it wasn't too long ago that I started working for her. Not too much, really. She tried running me through the tests, but apparently my scores were so different, in a higher sense of the word, that she promoted me to her right-hand man. And now she's got me looking for test subjects and helping with giving the tests and stuff. It's amazing how hard it isn't once you get to work. Because the job descriptions just make it sound way more difficult than it actually is. Like BSing a school paper.
Sorry, assuming you went to school. Billy, please. Anyway, that's pretty fascinating. From humble beginnings to upper echelons, huh?
Oh, yeah. Honestly, it's
Searching.
kind of fun supervising. Like, you two are my first, but I can definitely say that I'd love to keep helping her like this. And with the way things are going, you two might end up being my permanent test subjects. Imagine the hours we'll spend together.
One puzzle at a time, man. Jeez. Yeah, I'd rather not stay in here forever.
Ow, 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 ow. I don't hate you. Stop. Good night. Sentry mode.
Did I get that one? Yeah, I
activated.
already got that one. Of course I did. Boop.
Ow, 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 ow.
Dope.
No
I'm
hard
back.
feelings.
Congratulations. You have shown exceptional intelligence in completing this test. How well did they do, Employee 207?
Oh, very well. And thank you for letting me oversee this. It was quite an experience.
You seem to be responding as hypothesized. Very good.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Did I say something potentially damaging? No, it was nothing. Anyway, being so short-staffed, it falls upon me to redirect the other two to the next puzzle. Keep an eye on them, Employee 207. I'll be back to set up the next test for them afterwards.
I think our suspicions were just covered with a huge confirm stamp. Seems like it.
Seems like what?
Please do not be alarmed when we tell you this, but we think GLaDOS might be, well, maybe using you as a test subject?
What? No, that's just ridiculous. Why would she?
When we were talking earlier, you did mention being a test subject for her before.
Yeah, that was after she found me hiding in the recording booth.
Just now? There wasn't a lot of time for testing.
No, I was just pretending to be the narrator when you showed up. She asked me to do that.
Okay, but please think about it. She may have never stopped using you as a test subject, even after giving you your promotion.
Do you think she'd really?
Come on, this is GLaDOS we're talking about. She totally would. Her talk about hypothesized behavior didn't really sound like it was directed at us. It seemed more like you. And it seems like she's been implying that us, Jack, and Cliff aren't the only subjects she has. Do you know any others?
No. You four are the only ones she has. You know what? Screw this. Go through the door. I'll meet up with you guys later.
Well, shall we? Let's. Oh, sweet! Jack, Cliff! You guys are okay? We were so worried. So were we. Our puzzle was dangerous. You could say that again. Dangerous? Ours wasn't. We had to slide a cube around. Poor thing had to die to save us. That's all? They gave us turrets. Turrets? Billy, you should have been a gentleman and protected her by being a bullet sponge. Come on, Jack, I wasn't going to let anything happen to her. I'm not heartless. Seriously, you of all people should know that. You've seen it, what, hundreds of times now? Anyway, we're fine. Yes, the turrets were older models, easier to deal with. That's good. I'd say ours was more dangerous to our sanity. Haha. So what now? Okay, I don't want to be a downer after the mood got lightened, but we're still definitely in a ton of danger. What do we do now, then?
We rebel.
Rebel against GLaDOS?
Yes. Rebel against GLaDOS. She's had me wrapped around her digital fingers since the day she found me. And we're putting a stop to it right here and right now.
Right here?
Okay, well, maybe not right here. We'll have to get to where she actually is. Now, I've done a little digging and I found something useful in the files. It's a path for you guys to follow, and it should take you right out of here. You all get going. I'll deal with GLaDOS myself.
Are you sure? Be careful out there. Yeah, she's tricky. Thanks, 207. Let's get going. Now we're together again. Let's get out of here. Alright, but I'm gonna save that for the next video. Gonna save on a different file. Just to be sure. And I'm gonna leave it here. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I got nothing to say, so I'll see you next time. Bye.